Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. It is going along swimmingly at the moment. Our goods train is coming along. It's filling up the local storage over here, and it is picking up a fair bit of, let me just have a look at what it's got in store. 17 tons of plastics and 19 tons of mechanical components that's heading to the border to be sold. Obviously we've got mechanical components over here. I'm making ready to start being able to do electronic components and electronics in here as well. Our construction is going along quite nicely. We are waiting on a little bit more bricks, which is the bricks will be making their way here now. And I believe that should be it, right? 17 tons, that should definitely bring in our 17 tons. And that's pretty good. Over here, so I've let the game run a little bit in the meantime, just to make sure everything is kind of still working and going along. And yes, you can see we've got, we're actually growing quite a lot at the moment, and we're starting to see escapes come up again, due to, I think, the fact that we've got a fair bit of adults living at home. And this is in this area over here. So I'm thinking one of our top priorities here is going to be to expand our area right over here. So I'm thinking a few big blocks right over here. So let's go into the modded residential component. Oh, one more thing. I did have a play around with some of these things in between episodes, just to see if we can get something that can actually allow us to cross cross a factory connection. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build something through here so that we don't have to have people walk all the way around, so we can actually cross these connections. If we could cross this connection, these connections over here, these connections over here, the train station will be so much more effective. So if you are aware of a mod, I did do a little of the searching, couldn't find a mod that can actually allow us to just build a bridge over the top of this. The types of crossings that are available include something like that. And if we do it this way, if we build our factory connection through this this thing, then we'll need forklifts to move things around. And I don't want to redo this entire area to bring forklifts. So if there is a pedestrian bridge of some sort, please let me know. There obviously is this kind of stock standard bridges, something like this, that all 75% walking speed. So potentially what we could do is we could maybe do something like that. Not going to cross there, is it? Just switch off auto build, please, and get rid of that. Yeah, I was playing around with a few things, that's why I was doing it. So let's try this again. See if we can make this work. If we do that, can we cross it? Come on, guys. We actually, if we just checking, this is the right height. So if we go up to about there, and we then, no, still doesn't want to work. Still does not want to work. So let's get rid of that. If you know of any mod like that that's going to allow me to build a pedestrian bridge, that would be awesome. Okay, now let's get into sorting out our residential problem at the moment. I'm not going to go with these guys. I'm going to go with the modded residential facilities, if I can find them. And they are now in line with alphabetically ordered, so that should be fine. How many people can I squeeze into some of these? 9-story flats, 120 workers, 225 over there, 220. How does this look? Not bad, not bad. What's the rating on that? 80%. That's not good either. 85% on those. Yeah, so nothing too great, to be honest. I do like these guys. These guys are pretty cool. We can maybe do a couple of these. Let's try. Oh, these are a little bit narrower. Yeah, and we haven't used any of them, so that should be fine. They will get their heating from a different source there. So anyway, so let's get a couple of these guys in place here. I believe this should work. We just need to flatten that a tad. So we'll connect them onto there. That's going to be cool. So we'll get those in place, and it's these ones, right? We'll just double check. No, it's not that one. It's this one. And how much do they hold? 368. So that's good. That's a good chunk of new residential housing areas that will be available over here. I also want to expand to the other side. So maybe let's start planning out what we'll be doing on this side of the spectrum. So I'm going to finish off a few things over here in between. This is almost ready to start being used once we've got these final pieces built. That should be able to help us out a fair bit over there. Now, what I want to do is getting into autumn again. What I want to do is let's get our shopping center up and running over here. I haven't used the big one in a while. The big one only has the one connection, and that's kind of why I don't like using this one, to be very honest with you guys. That one only has the single connection. If we use the small shopping center, that one has two connections, so that'll be a more appropriate use for us. We can squeeze that one in here. Ooh, last chance to buy? My goodness. Didn't know that. Wouldn't mind just squeezing this in here. This isn't powered at the moment. Where can we get it powered? Oh my goodness. Maybe what we can do is we can squeeze it in like this. Yeah, something like that should be okay. Let's do that. Actually, that would be pretty cool. So let's tie that in. We'll then try and do that. Awesome. That's going to be cool. What is that? Epidemic situation? Okay. Let's hang on. I want to see what this is all about. Okay, Ministry of Health is warning about the increasing amount of sick citizens. For now, it seems that the infection is not affecting health of patients seriously. Disease is infectious enough to infect many citizens, so our hospitals need to be prepared. The World Health Organization released a warning about global infection. We expect a long duration. That is not good. So we've got an epidemic underway, and that's definitely not something that I'm very keen on. Okay, so what do we need now? We also need some storage facilities over here. I'm going to go ahead and grab, we'll obviously need one of these guys. Okay, we'll try and squeeze it in, I think like that. Then I want the small modded storage facility. Is it storage? Storage over here. We've got a small warehouse. That's the plan. So with the small warehouse, we'll place that one over here. There we go. And then we'll need a road cargo station. And I think I've got a modded road cargo station, something that's a little smaller. So road cargo station. This one right here. What is that? Interesting, so that does a little bit of everything, it seems, but I don't think we need that. What is this thing? Road cargo station. Wow, this has just got tons of spots where it can actually unload. So something like that could work, but also we've got something pretty minor over here. And I'm almost tempted to kind of just make use of that a little bit over here and see if that road cargo station is in fact good enough for us. If we just like so, there we go. So now that is kind of going to be the thing. Okay, now we've got this in place. I want to make sure we run a bit of road network here. So the idea will be this will take a little bit of time to actually get built. If we can, for instance, do a little bit of a 90-degree like so, then we'll just give it a little bit more so we can do our 90 degrees on this side also. Yeah, that's not quite 90, but that'll do. We will get that one in there. That's good, and we'll get started on those construction pieces over there. We're going to need to connect up all of these guys in order to make this work. So we'll probably have to tie this in, just like over here somewhere. See what we'll place in there. This one kind of have to go in here, wouldn't it? Actually, we could maybe do that. There we go. That I think is a little bit. Well, actually, maybe this one too. Don't do that. Let's get rid of this. I don't want too many kind of these road connections onto them. Oh crap. Okay, we'll have to rebuild that little section there. So we'll do that, and then from here, I'm tempted to tie this in. Let's tie it back again, just a tad. Come on, it needs to be able to. Okay, well, let's go back. We'll try and run it a little bit more square. There we go. Something like that. That should kind of work. So let's get all of that under construction. This little section here is not going to work nicely, but it's not going to cause us too much trouble. Okay, what we can do now is we can find a few spots for our heat exchangers, so we can start getting that construction underway also. Our construction should be should be able to do a pretty decent job. Okay, so let's do that. These pieces are already kind of happening. Let's get our heat exchangers in place. So let's do that. Let's get, I'm going to use the large heating exchangers, and the idea is that we kind of double up, because this isn't quite working the way it would have necessarily been intended to do. So let's make sure to double up on this. To be honest, can we squeeze it in off of that same intersection? We probably can. Well, if we pull it back just a tad, or if actually maybe we should place it on this side instead. Just pull it back a little bit. One more, two, come on, a little closer, a little. I'm not sure we need to. Is this thing have heating? Let's just check if this does in fact have heating. It does have heating from over there, so we don't need to necessarily double up that one. This is the right one, right? The big heating exchanger. So I'm just gonna plop it right in there. So that's gonna be the one. The other one I'm tempted to maybe have somewhere over here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good spot. So now it's kind of a bit of a redundancy in the network. That's really what it's going to be all about. Okay, we can tie these in. I don't necessarily need these guys to have the best kind of road networks. I was hoping we could tie it in over there. That's going to have to do. So we'll get that going. So we'll tie that one in. We'll also get this one over here. We'll get that constructed, or start the construction of that. Now we need to run some of our heating pipes. I'm thinking straight up through here. Then the one goes in there, the one goes in here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's get those pipes in place. Heating pipes. Okay. Now, we would like to move over the top of this, right? If we do two, yeah, two can actually get us over the top. So then we'll run it a little like this. Now, if we go straight through here, like so, can we squeeze by that? And then we'll run that one over here. We'll try and make it as neat as possible. I'm assuming I will need to provide a little bit of distance between the two of them. Something like that. there we go. So that will do. So these will be our heating pipes to this area. I'm still optimistic about maybe running another one out to this area for our tourism area. That's kind of going to be the plan. So let's get going on all of this construction. The gravel roads are so quickly done. I do like it for getting these things up and running quickly. Construction is really going along smoothly over here. We've got all of these pieces working. Lots happening. I did manage to fix the issue we were constantly having with these guys. All that you need to do is just make sure, because this would have again now caused another problem. What you need to do is don't wait until loaded is connected. So that means that it just keeps running in and out if there's nothing being loaded. But while it's being loaded, it kind of waits. So that's fine. I also managed to fix the trams not being able to go to the depot. It turns out there was a little section here that wasn't electrified that was causing that concern over there. So that's basically what happened with those things. This is progressing fairly nicely, actually. I love the big cranes that they're using to put the street lights on here. That's done. So all of our road sections are done over here. So we should be finishing that off pretty quickly. How are we going over here? Both of these have now, in fact, been done. We've got some workers over here at both of these. Okay, so what are we missing? We need, I think I did in fact, in between episodes, run in a few of the forklifts. Now, what is this? More? I think there's a button. I can't remember if there's a button that just says find tasks. Aha, find connections. So what do we need to do? We need this guy first. This guy needs to get plastics, steel. Steel will have to deliver. Plastics and chemicals can be received from this place over here. We'll have to get the distribution facility to drop off the steel over here though. But that's okay. I don't think it uses a lot of steel. Well, pretty much little bits of everything though. Okay, so I've paused the game. Let's quickly get these connections set up. So we're going to say add that connection over there and add this connection over here. So these two will be added. So we will be loading chemicals and what was the other one? Plastics, and we will be unloading electronic components. That is the plan. Ooh, yes. And here we will be loading electronic components and we'll be unloading plastics and chemicals. So now they'll immediately start working. I'll get the distribution facility up and running soon. So these guys should immediately go run out and start doing their work. So if it's little bits of stuff, it means this will work fairly well. Okay, so now this is kind of going to fill up with plastics, chemicals, all these kind of things. They don't carry a lot. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to do is let's just get this guy. This has got an open hull. We could use another open hull, but what we'll do for now is we'll just add this spot over here. I don't think we have the... What is this? This is the Farms Road cargo station. That's not going to work. The warehouse. Okay, and we'll have to add that one over there. So you will please load that. And here you will unload. And we'll keep it at 90. And this one, we'll keep working that. So we'll get one of these trucks to immediately roll out and go and grab the stuff, right? Where are you going? Oh, absolutely, that's the one. Good stuff, so it's going to fill that one up. Okay, now let's see, what do we need on this side? This side we need mechanical components, electronic components, plastics. Okay, so let's add that one to the mix. I hope these 4 forklifts will actually do the trick. Otherwise we'll have to start running distribution trucks as well. So let's add another connection to over here. Here you will be loading electronics and you will be unloading this one, that one, and that one. Practically all of them. At the warehouse you'll now also load some of this, and you will also load electronics if you need to. So let's see if that all kind of works. Okay, so once the steel arrives, and it'll only be a bit of a truck every now and again. So that'll be everything, and now we will see electronic components being produced. Got lots of people running the way. We ended up having this connected this way, kind of as intended. Now I've got lots of people that are working there. I will drop this down to say 50, so we'll only do a third of the electronic components. Similarly over here, we're just gonna run this one up to about 50 also. This one can maintain full steam. Missing oil? Wow, that's an interesting one. So we seem to be struggling with the oil reserves now, because these are operating a pretty big number. It's a pretty good quality source though. Okay, anyway, that means this is now up and running. So all of this is now being produced. So we should start seeing electronic components over here. Are we also seeing electronics? Some electronics is now in fact being produced. Let's just double check. We are in fact saying electronics is being picked up at the assembly hall, right? And then, oh, we're not saying unloaded at the warehouse. Okay, there we go. So once that's now connected, now we will start seeing electronics also find their way over there. So once those numbers are in effect a little bit more, we'll see about distributing that across to everything else. There's a lot happening over here. Lots of prefab panels going in over here. Oh, these pipes have been done. That's excellent to see that going on. This is almost done. That's done. This needs a little bit more work, a little bit with steel and electronic components and a few workers. And then we can almost get this thing up and running. In time for winter, maybe. They'll have to finish these off. But I think they'll be pretty close to getting those done. Don't have any workers over here, but we should be able to get these built fairly quickly, and then I can start laying out the rest of this. We need more schools and kindergartens and things like that over here. This is a massive construction underway here. Lots of prefab panels is coming in. There's not a lot of room to be unloading prefab panels, but anyway, there's already so much there, but that's okay. That's not too bad. Now we're going to get some of these cranes. I do love it when the big cranes arrive on site. It's really awesome. Looks so cool. Lots of workers out here too. This is a massive traffic jam when we're in construction. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Do we have food around? Yeah, we've got food here. Got some food over there. We just need to make sure that our deliveries come in fast enough. So we might have to have another look at our distribution. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to focus on, now that we've got electronics and electronic components up and running, and they are starting to feature a little bit over here. Now that we've got those up and running, I believe we should be in a decent spot to actually start looking at the next piece of the industry puzzle. So I think we've got the various industries now. We've got all of these up and running. All of them are now up and running. So now we can go into the engineering industry. And I think the first one we're going to look at is the vehicle production facilities. Yeah, so that's a pretty big undertaking. It's a pretty sizable development. We won't be able to squeeze it in over here, but we could presumably find a spot for it maybe somewhere out there where we can actually tie in our own our rail connection. So we can certainly do things like that. We'll have to have a look. But yeah, that's the next one. So we can start building our own vehicles. How much stuff is still on here? No, we've managed to clear that out a fair bit. Let's have a quick look over here. There's still a little bit of tonnage left on each one of these, 50 tons or so. How much room do we have over here? See, not a lot of room available in that. So that's why I'm kind of tempted to say you can also unload This should move over that way all the time. But that's also why I'm tempted to say, well, you can also go ahead and Sofkos Farms Road Cargo Station. I believe it's this one, isn't it? Is that the... Oh, no. This is this one. Sofkos Farms Road Cargo Station 2. Yeah, it's that. It's this one over here. We're not actually using that. But what I thought I'd do is I'll also add the other side to it, just to make sure that we fill up on that side if we're running into a bit of trouble. So we add that in there, and what we'll say is we'll just say no, not load, unload over there, as long as we, and I'd like to have that onto 100. So just to make sure that we actually clear these out if there's still space over here. But yeah, we've hardly got any space on this side either. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a challenge. We'll just have to make sure we continue to load these guys up. But they are operating pretty nicely, actually. Do we have meat? I've struggled to get workers over here, so I'm kind of tempted to make a little bit of a move with the buses over here. This bus is a construction... Oh, no, Ironskiy to Zod workers. Oh, I believe they are rushing down there to come and work on here. This is Zod workers coming in over here. Oh, all of this is up and running. Oh, I've brought in the vehicles, and we've got all of this up and running now. So now we've kind of filled everything up with cement, and we've got prefab panels available right over here being collected, and I've removed prefab panels from over here. So we're not moving prefab panels in here anymore. We're just collecting directly from the spot over there. And I've limited the workers here a fair bit, so we don't need that. What we can do is this one, Ironskiy to Zod workers. We can have a stop in here. That's, I think, a good one. So let's get this guy, Ironskiy to Zod workers. From the Ironskiy bus stop 3, I like to add an extra stop right there. And here, just make sure we don't want anybody else, basically. Oh, and it's unloading, please. Get in, get out. Well, it's fine. Just get everybody in there. That's fine. I don't think I've made any changes to the others either. That's okay. Just so now it'll actually drop off over here and then head back that way. Nice. Okay, good. So we'll get some extra workers dropping off in this location here. How are we going here? Electronics are coming along nicely. That means we can now start sending electronics to the other facilities. So this is where I want that goods train to actually pick up electronic components and electronics. Electronics is already filled up. Okay, let's quickly have a look. What does electronics actually go for? If I look at electronics, this is not alphabetical. Crazy that it's not alphabetical. Electronics runs at about just over 6,000. Electronic components, similar value. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the amount of workers that's working at this spot here. That should be sufficient for the electronics for now. Just running that one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter the line. Our money is looking awesome. I'm going to alter the train line, the soft cost goods line. Okay, over here, you will now and I'm kind of tempted to make a little bit of a change here. So it'll go, and then it'll, after the steel, it'll go that way. No, but then we'll... I'm kind of wondering how we'll do that. Can I move this up? Can I, like... I don't want to do that. Can I just pull it up one? I can't actually make that. A small amount of tourists due to low trip rating. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's remove I think I need to remove that one and we'll redo it. Okay, so let's remove that one. Then after you've been there, okay, now what we'll do is the next one we'll add is then this one. Okay, let's add that one. Okay, perfect. So now here you're going to load and you're going to unload. You're going to load plastics and electronics and electronic components, right? Those are what you're going to load up on over here. And I'm tempted to just say, well, we just want to load you up to about halfway. Okay, you're going to unload steel and boards and bricks, right? And mechanical components. We're going to unload all of those, all of it. Okay, then you're going to go over here where you're going to unload. There's nothing you can unload over here, but over here you can in fact unload electronics and actually I wanted electronics to be loaded up as well. So we are loading electronics, electronic components and plastics. Okay, so then over here you're not going to drop off plastics here. I don't think we need plastics there. But we are going to unload electronic components and electronics over there. Everything that we've got. Yeah, the problem with this is now it's going to go, I'm just thinking. So from there it'll go and unload. I'll have to put soft cost farms in here twice, I think, if I want to do that. Okay, let's try and do that then. So let's add soft cost farm spot in here yet again. So a second time around, okay? And now we're going to say, okay, so this time around, we don't actually want you to load plastics, right? So now what you want to do is now you want to load plastics at like maybe that amount. Let's just do like 29%. You are unloading the steel, the all of this stuff really. Actually, so let's take off that one. Now you're going to pick up those guys. You're going to move them around. This time around, you're going to pick up plastics for export, and you're going to unload any of the other remnants that you still have with you that we are actually trying to bring in here. So the mechanical components, the steel, the boards, and the bricks, right? That's it. This is the only one. Okay, so we'll unload all of that, and then whatever is left, you'll go and drop off anyway. Yeah, I think that's probably sufficient. And we're picking up some plastics to be exported as well. Let's do that. So now there's 2 stops here. It'll take a lot longer, but we won't be exporting as much, but hopefully we'll be in more efficient use of all of our stuff. Excellent, that's good. Now, what I want to do is I want to see how this is going. Oh, beautiful. We've got that one all figured out. What we can do is we can bring in some of these guys from over here. I believe we can do a nice big round of moves from this side. That's being built. Excellent. Hang on. Relocate, sorry. That's filled up. Move more people over there. I can't believe I filled that one up so quickly. Okay, what we need to do is just make sure that we've got some of the other facilities available as well. This one should be running. Oh, it can't run at the moment. Okay, let's quickly set up our distribution to bring in some stuff over here. Okay, there's 2 things that I was thinking. In between, I've had a look, and there's a little bit of oil available over here. Not a lot. And this is the thing where I'm a little... I don't quite like... If you have a look at where the oil resources... Let's... Can we open this? Okay, so let's make this nice and big. I'll show you this. Our oil fields are really, really small. The one over here is actually almost a bigger size. If I click that, I can't actually just switch it on. We've got very small oil fields. And so I was kind of wondering whether I should take one of these oil fields over here, make it a little bit bigger so we can actually do a big refinery and not just do the little bits of oil that we've got. So because it's really, none of these are appropriate to have a nice big oil field running somewhere. Maybe that section over there has got, but it's a fairly poor, oh actually this was iron. Maybe over here, actually over there. But that's going to be across the border again. And that's the other problem we have, is this is on the border. So it's not great. The oil fields needs to be fairly close together to be able to do a proper oil refinery. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we just expand that little piece over there. We'll take and we'll just kind of fill that in between there, and we'll make a big oil field over there. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to probably cheat and make that a bigger oil field, just so that it's actually worth our while to build a big oil operation. In the meantime, we could potentially do interim oil setup over here. Let me just see, are we running out of bitumen or fuel? Yeah, our fuel numbers are dropping a fair bit, so I am a little cautious about it. So there might be an interim arrangement that we need to do over here. Okay, let's get another distribution facility in here. So if we go distribution office and we'll grab maybe something like this. We could squeeze that one in there. Yeah, so that would work. We're going to go and do straight... Let's do that and tie it in like so. There we go. And we'll start the construction there. So that should be good. We can start running buses over here so that we'll actually get some workers. There is a little section that I think we can do. We can probably just do that. Okay, we start construction on that, so it's a little quicker for the guys to get there. We can do some other kind of facilities over here if we wanted to. So something like a small oil refinery can go in there as well, I think. Okay, unpause again. We'll get that construction going. This construction is pretty good. We definitely need some schools and kindergartens over here. So let's quickly grab a modded kindergarten, something that's pretty big. A medium one. Small, a big kindergarten. We've already got one of them over there. Okay, maybe we do the big one. The big one is just so big. What is this, the medium one? That's 18. That's 18. Okay, let's do the medium one over here. 18, this is 22, huh? Well, let's get the big one in here and get it done with. I don't actually have a road connection. Oops. Get it done. There, we'll get that one, start construction on that. Oh, one thing that we do, however, need to do is just make sure that we tie these guys in here. Just attempt to run that through here. We'll run that through like this. What we'll also do is we'll probably run a bit of a road in there. We'll cross it over there, and then we'll start to tie it in over here, something like that. So let's well, actually, let's get started on that construction. We can also then maybe tie these guys in here, something like that. We'll tie this one in over here. We'll tie that up there, and we'll tie that one up like that. So hopefully this should get all of these guys sorted out. Something like that would be cool. We can maybe put a little statue in there. So let's get working on all of those. We'll get this one up and running. We've got schools in the area that are probably full. Yeah, probably full. Okay, so let's get another school going. Under mods, do we have a modded school? Let's have a look at that. School. We do have modded schools. A medium school? That's huge for a medium school. A 60 school like this is probably a little bit more appropriate. A big school. Yeah, that's maybe too big. Stalin style school. I'm almost tempted to just squeeze something in here. Why is this not actually working? What kind of infrastructure? Oh, I've got a little path in there. Forgot about that. Is there a school that doesn't need... That's too small, really. It doesn't actually need a road connection. Yeah, I think we're going to have to just squeeze it in over here. Get that one going. What we'll do is we... actually, let's see about running that... through there and tying this in here. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. It's not now great with these little paths here. But what we can do is we definitely need some sporting facilities. Okay, let's just get this up and running. Get started on the construction over there, and then what we'll do is we'll get some sporting facilities in here. Did I have modded? I do have a fair bit of modded. Aha! Some of these looking pretty good. How big is this? That's too big. Way too big. These guys are really sizable. Can we get something smaller in here? Can we actually squeeze some stuff? How much can we actually get here? Maximum of 3 workers there. This is just like a sports ground. This is just like a tennis court. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of a mix and match of these things. So let's get this one. This is just football, all right? Let's see. Can we squeeze in football here? We can. So let's do that one over there, and then we'll do some volleyball courts over here. That'll be cool. That's fine. That's going to work quite nicely. We'll tie them in. Okay, hopefully we'll get all of that built. Construction goes really quickly at some of these facilities. These should be able to work. Okay, our distribution office is still under construction, where we will start distributing coal over here, and then we'll get some workers to come in here also. We don't have a lot of that going on. Yeah, I don't think we might be able to. It's gonna go cold really soon. Okay, what I'm going to do in the meantime, okay, let's pause the game. I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple of buses. So we can bring people over here. Okay, so that they can work here. This is powered, right? We're only missing coal. Okay, and then we can, there is currently a distribution office over here, MV Iron Small Distribution, where for the meantime, I'll get a few loads of coal dropped off over there. It's unloading. Unload coal for us, please. Just up to about 30% coal over here. Let's make it 50. Let's do that. So we're already picking up coal, so let's just get some coal being dropped off over here. So we've got some of that going on. I'll also go ahead and grab another bus route, please. This is going to be Ironskiy. No idea what the direction is. Heat workers. I think it's 2, right? Do I have Ironskiy heat workers? I don't. So we'll just call this one Ironskiy heat workers. We'll do that. We'll pick up people where? Lots of people over here. I think we'll just pick up people over there and drop them off over there. As simple as that. There we go. It's going to be a pretty quick route right back and forth over there. We only need 30 people here. So we'll need a bus that can kind of do 30 people, I think, but that is pretty quick. Let's quickly have a look. Buses that are quick and takes 30 people. It's probably this one. It is probably that one. 2 of them. IKRs. So let's quickly set them to our heat workers. There we go. And make a move. Oh, I actually forgot to put in the lines again this time around. Get the line spacing done, please. Okay, then we'll grab the other one. We'll actually assign it to heat workers, okay? And we'll just give that other bus get out of the way a little bit, and then we'll start the run on this one. We should have coal, at least a little bit of coal here fairly soon. That one will be done, and then we'll move the distribution of coal to this one, and this distribution facility can also do all kinds of other distribution pieces. What I wanted to have a quick look at is see whether we've got some electronics and stuff coming on over here. We do in fact have that. So that's worked nicely. I'll now start this guy. That should be far enough. I love how quickly some of this construction is just pulling away. How many people do we still have? How are we growing? Ooh, we're actually losing. Our deaths are higher than it should be. It's starting to get cold. This is still not running, I'm assuming. We have some coal coming through, and we should have some workers coming through soon. Is this too cold? Let's just have a quick look here. Worker can't work due to sickness. Only 1 due to no kindergarten. We have a lot of people not getting food. Are you unable to reach a store? You are unable to reach a store. We should. Okay, let's see if we can improve the situation a little bit by maybe doing this and that and that, and I'm also tempted to maybe just run it directly through there and then like so. So let's start working on that and see if that helps out. Oh, actually, it's a massive distance to cross over here. Let's see. We'll do that. Okay, can we tie this in? Yeah, we can. And we'll tie... you know what we'll do? I'm going to trim back this section. And I will instead tie this one in like that. There we go. That should make things a little easier. Continue working. Do we have coal here now? There should be. No coal? Oh man, this is just all asphalt. Coal? Turn. Yes, coal. And another truckload of coal. Excellent. So that should help us out a little bit. We should also see a bus bringing in some workers soon. Okay, coal is being dropped off. 15 tons there. Store that item. Okay, so now there is some coal at least. It'll move through as soon as we get some workers. There we go, up and running, 30 workers straight away. More coal is being dropped off. Hopefully We won't do that too quickly. And now we can have a quick look at what is happening with our heating situation over here. Let's just have our interior heats. They are pretty low here, but I believe they should now rise because we've got this guy also helping. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Okay, now our heating situation is sorted out because it is getting pretty cold. Was that an empty bus? Or it just didn't unload anybody? It was an empty bus. Interesting. How quickly will we move through this? Pretty quickly. We'll burn through that pretty quickly. And where is our next round of people? Okay, they are actually arriving. I need to arrive a little bit quicker. Oh no, it's not those guys. I can't afford this thing to run out, really. Okay, good. Now that will hopefully continue to maintain a decent heating. Yeah, so this is not quite right yet. We might have to add some extra people to that piece over there. Anyway, the construction here is going along fairly nicely. That's been done. We can finish off these sections. Will help us out a little bit. These construction pieces are still underway. That's coming along. This has got the workers. I think that's okay. I think that second bus just came in empty and that was a bit of a problem. What's happening over here? Iron ore rises up. Global market rises up. That's good. What's going on with our... we're really struggling to get people. Really struggling. Okay, now, how many people? There's still a fair few spots available over there. Let's quickly see how many adults we have living at home still. Wow, it's still pretty spectacular. Let's clear out one of these guys. A fair bit of that. Okay, that should be a little bit more helpful in that spot up there. These guys should move in there. Let's clear out a little bit more from here. Now that's filled up. We'll have to start building even more. I just wanted to see if we can actually get... you know what we can also do? We can also build this one. Really? It doesn't want to work? Okay, hang on. Let's trim it back a little. It's probably why it's not working. We'll need to... Yeah, that's the one. Something like this. We'll also tie that one in. We'll also tie this one in, and we'll get that all under construction as well. We've got a few people living at home over here, so we really need to start construction on some more stuff here, but I need this one up and running first. So we'll get these, hopefully these pieces will get built. Okay, there goes, it's snowing. It is now snowing. It's winter yet again. But this should be hitting us fairly nicely at the moment. We shouldn't have too much problems with heating. Let's have a quick look there. Drops a little bit from time to time, but it is holding. What is the issue here? Are we out of coal? We're definitely not out of coal. So coal is still coming in. We've got 30 people there. Why are we... Whoa, hang on. This should really not be a problem. Why is it so cold in here? Hang on. Let's have a look at this building and just have a look at the heating. It should be getting its heating. Yeah, I don't know why that's the case though. It should be getting enough for heating from that one. Makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. But anyway, we seem to be having that doing a pretty decent job. We should probably get a fire station over here. We should probably get a hospital over here. All those kind of things. This little square area here would be pretty good if we can get a hospital in here as well. Maybe start looking at construction of a hospital and a fire department. So if we go here, we go and get a fire station. I like something slightly larger for here, but it doesn't have to be huge though. More fire stations is probably better. Yeah, I'll do that. Get a fire station going right over here. That should be fine. And then we could maybe see about getting a hospital right next to it. If we do that, we'll get our fire station up there. Okay, that's good. Now, hospital. We've got sizable hospitals. Just wanted maybe a big clinic instead. Oh man, it's like it's built to be there. Yeah, I think that's going to be a perfect spot for the hospital. Let's oh, hang on, get the spot there. There we go. Get the hospital going as well. Fire station and hospital going in there. Then we'll see about getting maybe a gym or something there. Let's actually have a look. What can we do in terms of that sports playground in this area? Something like a bowling alley. How many workers does that take? Like 5. We'll have that going in there, and maybe a little something for culture, so like a cinema or something. Cinema Sojuice, or I'm not sure how that is. If we get the small theater, we can squeeze it in here. Then this is like our little public square right here. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's tie these guys in. I don't really need that in that direction, but we'll tie it in like so. What I'll do is I'll actually have connections run some connections in various areas so that you can actually make your move from the one area to the next. Yeah, that'll be quite helpful, like so. We won't be able to squeeze anything through there. We'll probably be able to run some decent paths through here. Tie that in through there, and what we'll do is we will make sure to tie in connections in all kind of directions here. What we'll do is we'll also tie in yeah, just something like this, so you can actually go around if you wanted to. Something like that should be fine. So we'll get all of that under construction also. This public square over here, this is like the community center of the community kind of area. Works pretty well. If we get this up and running, should work nicely. We're still struggling a little bit with the heating of this, and I do wonder why that is. We've got a constant supply of workers. We've got the coal that we need. This is now done, so I can bring in a few trucks over here and move that facility or that service over there. So I want to grab a few dumpers at the very least. So let's grab like 4 dumpers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys will all be moving over here. Rebase here, please. This is a pretty nifty large distribution office. Move that one over there. Okay, now you will in fact go and need some vehicles without a power supply. Wow, it's strange how difficult it sometimes is to get that to work. Well, you're going to definitely come and load some stuff over there. and you're going to unload some stuff over there. So unload, load. Once the vehicles actually arrive, we'll set that up. So I'll keep this one open. You don't necessarily need any more things sorted. So this construction is underway. That is working. Okay, I wanted to just double check. Can we now get to the shopping center? We can get to the shopping center. That's good. That is very good. From this one too. Okay, perfect. So hopefully that means less issues with food. But that said, it's probably worth our while to get access to the other side as well. This one can get access to that side. This one I don't think can. Yeah, this one is struggling to get access to that side. Maybe if we do a direct connection through there and see how this is running through here. Actually, if we... Oh, that is actually connecting through there. It goes through that way and through there and through here and then can get there. So yeah, it's pretty close already. We could maybe get it a little closer still. But anyway, I think that's going to be okay. We probably need another store somewhere over here with some more stuff here. I do like what we're doing over here. Wow, our money is really booming now. Okay, one of the things that I want to start looking at is maybe seeing a little bit of a tourist area over here. And the other one I definitely want to start going is getting the vehicle industry going. I think that's going to be so important to us. Okay, here comes the trucks. Okay, so we will be loading coal and we'll be unloading coal, and I would like that one to at least be 50%. There we go, and then I can go ahead and grab the other one, which is this one, and I'll just remove that one from it. We don't need Collotta truck aggregate unloading in there anymore. Thank you so much for your service though. We're still maintaining a fair bit of this. We've got the whole area nice and powered, which I do like, and we are exporting power and we're exporting tons of other stuff. Let's quickly see what's going on over here. What is this guy? Oh, it's very loading directly onto the little truck there. That's okay. Missing oil. Plastics are rolling in. Electronics are coming in. Electronic components are available. Those kind of things. Good. It's looking good. I don't know if we actually managed to clear that one, but we still have a fair bit of crops available over here. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, that's not actually doing anything else. This has still got a lot of crops in it. This has still got plenty of food in it. The one thing that I wanted to check is, do we actually have some meat? We do have meat available, and we seem to have workers available most of the time. Let's drop this down a little bit to say 25 workers. Hopefully that's going to be okay. This one, we're struggling to get these guys to really fill up on workers. Our two livestock farms. Let's make sure we get more people working on the livestock farms. Try and get more people out here. I think this is the bus that's... Oh, no. This is doing something else. Might be the bus that's going to drop off a few people here. And what we can do is make sure that there is... Oh, yeah, there is a path over there. There we go. We've got a few people going to work over here. Okay, so hopefully we'll get a little bit more livestock being produced, which will in turn provide us with more meat being produced. Yeah, meat is now being produced a little bit better. But yeah, that's something that's constantly a problem. Yeah, we'll have to see how we do. But I think we're doing a pretty decent job. If we go up here, though... I don't necessarily want to continue to pick stuff up if we're not using it though. So we should have electronics over here. Okay. Electronic components is no longer... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go here and go to soft cost goods and the loading of this stuff. What am I doing? I just want to make sure that we're actually loading much less of this. Let's just do like 9% of that and see if that works. Let's save that. What's kind of the plan? Our money situation is looking good. I just want to make sure we're doing a pretty decent job here. All the chemicals we need. This one, yeah, to do with slightly more workers there. This has got the workers. This should have a fair bit of workers. Yeah, absolutely working quite well. Meat is coming in. How many people do we have here and there? Yeah, so we're struggling a little bit to fill these up. I wouldn't mind getting more workers out there. You know what we could do? And that's, ooh, we should end this episode. That's what we should do. This is working, right? Let's just have another quick check of the heating situation. Why is it dropping so much? We're losing people, guys. We're losing people. So this is the thing that blows my mind, okay? This should be providing heating over here without any problems, right? Oh, it's only doing the one. But even so, then why is this building a problem? These might be over, right? Actually, the estimated maximum drain is not that bad. Oh, this is not actually connecting onto this. But this one is, right? I'm not sure why that one isn't heated. I can figure out if these two aren't properly heated. I can kind of figure that out. But I've no idea why this one isn't heated. Because this one here should definitely have that. Temperature in the building is too low. That's a big problem. Okay. What I wanted to do is I wanted to just purchase one more train. The quick train set over here. We purchase a train set. Do the quick one. 120. This one's too slow. Yeah, that one. We'll grab another train set over there. And this train set, please assign that train set to our Ironskiy Cosy line and make a run for it. So at least we'll add another train to the mix, so we'll get more workers down there. Do we have workers here? Yeah, most of the time we do have workers available. This guy is picking up way more workers than it should be picking up. We don't need 150 workers to come out over here. And that's the piece that I'm a little worried about. So what I'm going to do, let's quickly pop in here. What is that line called? That line is the Ironskiy power workers. So let's just make sure that we're only going to pick up maybe half, right? Or 40%. 40% should be fine. Let's do that. Save that one out there. And so hopefully more workers should now be available to get onto the other services. I'm still really worried about our heating situation over here. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't pick up on that properly. I'm almost tempted to run another small heat exchanger to this area right here to pick up these guys. I'm tempted to do that. All of these is under construction here. This is working. Oh, this is all set up. Okay, what I'll do is in between episodes I'll quickly set up our distribution and then so hopefully this will start working and then we can really start growing this area, which I'm assuming will not continue to have heating problems, because really this should be working nicely. Guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Leave some comments down below. In the next episode, I definitely want to, now that we've kind of got a bit of our workers area sorted out here a little, I definitely want us to run, get the vehicle production going. And I'm tempted to do a nice big vehicle production facility somewhere over here, which we can connect onto the rail. We can actually run the main line. We'll see how we connect it. Maybe a main line that runs through here somewhere. Ultimately, our aluminium will be up here somewhere. So maybe actually a line that runs through here, and we'll do vehicles and stuff like that. We can do a little bit of oil. Maybe we can do another. Well, actually, maybe we'll just get Ironskiy to kind of grow all the way around here, and we'll see about maybe getting another rail connection. I don't know, maybe around the lake and through here to this side. Yeah, something like that could also work. So there's a fair bit of. I want Ironskiy to really grow into a big city. And it can have some production lines and things around it. But yeah, I definitely want to start making our own vehicles. That would be so helpful if we can get that up and running. Guys, okay, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.